Coach, Miami won the series at Northern Illinois last weekend, winning the first and third games with all three games coming right down to the wire. What do you think of Miami's effort this past weekend?
Right. First off, I'm just very happy with our team to be able to go on the road and pick up a series win against a really good NIU team and a well-coached team. So pleased with that. When you look at all the games, including game 2, all the games came down to the wire this past weekend. But as far as our effort level, it's nothing that I ever question about our team, because I know that they're always going to come out and give max effort anytime they step out on the field. And I think just looking back at this series, what this series was about was it was more of a mental challenge, just because of all the pressure that our kids were put under in the big moments where the game's on the line. And I thought overall that we did a really good job of responding, and I truly do believe that we're going to be a better team, or we are a better team, because of how we were able to handle things from a mentality standpoint this past weekend.
Morgan Lott hit her 5th triple of the season, which ties for the 4th most in program history, and she has 7 in her career, which ties for the 7th most in program history in that category. As a sophomore, how has she really found her game at the plate this season?
Right. I've been really pleased with Mo just overall this year, and to see her development as a player, not only from an offensive standpoint, but a defensive standpoint this year. I've just been really, really happy with her. And Mo she's a fiery and competitive kid, and she just brings a lot to our team. So not only on the field, but just from a morale standpoint. And as far as her offense is concerned, I think a lot of her success this year is coming from just the fact that she's trusting her swing a lot more and not relying solely on her slapping game. And, in my opinion, Morgan Lott is one of the best defensive players in our conference, and as far as outfielders are concerned, and I'm just really happy to see her offense pick it up for us, and obviously the swing is working, because she's moving up our ladder when it comes to triples. So just happy for Morgan, and just happy to see all of her hard work pay off.
Miami returns home to host the final game of the Bowling Green series on Wednesday. Knowing BG's team from last week's doubleheader, how are you preparing your team?
Yeah, looking at their past weekend, they're coming off a really good weekend at Ball State, having won the series. And honestly, they could have taken Game 3, and they just fell a bit short. So. But we're expecting a good team, and they've got a lot of positive momentum coming into the game tomorrow. But so do we. So coming off a good weekend at NIU. So as far as from a preparation standpoint, what we're gonna expect, it'll be no surprise for them or for us, because we just played each other last week. So I feel good about what our team's gonna bring to the table. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's about. It's the Miami team that's gonna show up, and I know our kids are excited to have an opportunity to play at home, and we'll be ready to go for BG tomorrow.
What is Miami doing well as a team right now that is giving them the opportunity to win games?
Right. What I think we're doing well right now is we're finding ways to win games. And as we told them last week, that's exactly what good teams do. They don't win games the same way every time, but they find ways to win games, and they play hard to that very last out. And I've been happy to see our team do that. And when you look at the NIU series, I know we came up a bit short in Game 2, but when you look at what happened in Game 3, our pitcher, Courtney, and our defense, they were put in the exact same situation as Game 2 as far as 7th inning. We have runners on base. We've got 2 outs. But I just love the way that they were able to close the door Game 3, and just love the way that they responded. So, again, I think our team's doing a great job of finding ways to win games. And just, again, with the NIU series, I think mentally we're a tougher team, and we're gonna be a lot stronger and tougher to beat because of it. So we're looking forward to hosting BG tomorrow, and we'll be good to go and ready to take on Kent State this weekend.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.